There are three kinds of job. One is called as a lousy job, a good job, and a great job. And you know what is the difference? A lousy job means that you work less than 50 hours a week, you are underemployed, and you are always looking for a good employment. A good job simply means that you work more than 50 hours a week and you get a pay package for your living. While a great job has almost similar qualities like a good job, but the key differentiator is employees are engaged and have meaningful and fulfilling work. They inspire people, they solve problems rather than creating one, and they are the one who contribute to the society by taking different initiatives, have good health and economic outcomes. They are the one who create difference not only in their professional life but also in their personal life. But the problem is that only 15% of the world's population who is working is engaged, whereas 85% of the working population is disengaged. They hate their job, they hate their manager, and they hate their companies. When you talk to the CEOs and the senior HR heads about this problem, they simply say that yes, we are aware of it, but what to do, where and what are the things that we need to do so that we can make all the wholesale changes that can bring an impact on their employees' performance and can make a good job into a great job. And the simple answer for that is, it's the manager. How a manager is leading, dealing, inspiring, and building his team is the key differentiator in any organizations. Well friends, my name is Arun Thukral. I'm a life and a leadership coach, and in this topic today, I'm going to talk to you about how the role of manager is changing in India and what all a manager has to do in his current role, how he has to challenge and change the way he has been leading the team, and how he can now transform from his old methods to the new methods so that he not only can perform better but can also showcase that how the transformation is changing the overall organization into this 21st century. And for a simple reason, because the population which is now becoming the workhorse for all organizations are the millennials. They will not respond to you from your old traditional methods. They are looking forward for new things. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 important steps as a manager that you need to look into and challenge the way you have been working in the past, and what are those new ways that you can really start implementing and can see a huge difference in the productivity of those employees as well as for your organization. So before we go into that, I want you to like and subscribe this channel for more content reach to you, and also you can share this with all your friends and peers in your network. So before we really get into what exactly a manager has to bring a change in the way he or she is working, we really need to look at it what's happening at the organization level. Organization, when they hire managers from outside, they pay good packages, they make strong appraisal system, they create a lot of buzz by doing off-site meeting, free lunches, and many other gatherings on team building happens. But that does not bring business growth. That will not give the desired result in spite of all the efforts that an organization brings. What will work for the organization is when you see that the ratio of great managers versus lousy managers start going up. Once that happens, it really works. So for example, if in an organization there are 100 managers, out of which 30% are good managers, 20% are lousy managers, and rest 50% are just there for the role's sake. What organization really need to do is they need to double up their 30% to 60% and make a single digit of 20% who are lousy managers. You will see that your business will zoom up, your stock will go up, and you become a very highly admired organization. But to do that, you really need to understand that what all managers have to change in the way they work, what exactly their people are looking up to from their managers so that they can start responding and become more productive in the work they are doing. There are 5 important steps or tips that I'm going to give you that will help you to change the way you work and see how that approach will bring a huge impact in your own productivity and in your employees' productivity. So let's get into those 5 important tips. The first tip is that the today's generation is not looking for bosses, but they are looking for coaches. I'm sure you will agree that the old type of working style of managers was they want to command and control. But today's generation is actually looking for coaches who can help them, who can develop them, who can understand them as individuals and employees and can help in building on their strengths. So if you can really change the way of making them as partner where they look up to you as a leader who can help them in building their skills, there can be nothing like it. The second important tip is they are not looking for job satisfaction. They are looking for job enhancement. A lot of time, a lot of companies provide free lunches, parties, a lot of other benefits. But this generation is not keen on those benefits alone. They are more keen on their career development. They are more keen on developing their skills so that they can become a better version of themselves and they can scale up their productivity within the organization and also for their own professional growth when they want to pursue their career ahead. The tip number 3 is they work for a purpose and not for a paycheck. I'm sure you will agree that a lot of organizations are putting a lot of effort in focusing on their mission and vision, that how they are solving the problem of the customer. And because of this, today's generation is associated with an organization which has a meaning and a purpose to the whole objective that they have set up the organization. So this generation will only work for purpose and the meaning of the work that they associate to, and not just for the sake of paycheck. But in the earlier generations, the more focus was that how much more money that you can earn out of your job, how much more secure you can make your job. But today's generation is not like that. They are not worried about the job because there are plenty of jobs which are available in the market and they can just walk out any day. But if you focus on aligning them towards the purpose of the job, they have higher inclination towards achieving the purpose of the organization, and that will help them to give more job satisfaction by adding more value to the work that they are doing. So you cannot just retain them by saying that, this is the last job that you have got, or I will take out your job. Nothing, this will not work. They will only be happy, motivated, inspired towards the larger part. What is the purpose? What kind of problems that they are solving by being a part of this organization? So the more you can instill that, you will see that your employees are more engaged and motivated towards work. Tip number 4, today's generation do not want annual reviews. They want continuous conversation. I want you to think about for a moment that where do you think that this generation is spending most of their time? Either they are on WhatsApp, Twitter, Zoom calls, and they are communicating continuously and immediately, which means that their entire conversation is happening with an instant speed. That's the way they communicate. Now, if you are thinking annual appraisal will help them to understand what are the expectations and how they are going to grow in their role, that's a thing of the past. They want immediate, continuous feedback for their improvement and development, and that's what they like it. If you are able to change the style from an annual appraisal discussion to a continuous discussion on their development and the opportunities that exist within the market space, you will see a huge acceptance of you as a leader, and they will look up to you for more guidance and they get more engaged with you. Think about it. And the tip number 5 is they don't want managers who fix weaknesses. Research clearly suggests that a weakness cannot be converted into strengths no matter how hard you work for it, which simply means that they are looking for managers who can help them to identify their strengths, build their strengths, and help them in continuous development so that strengths can grow infinitely, which means that there is a huge scope of improvement on building those strengths which can contribute to increased productivity. So if you are a manager and you think about that, I'm going to work on someone's weakness today, it's not going to work. Because when you try to work on a weakness, a lot of time managers slip into a point called micromanagement. They just want to correct every step, and that's like breathing on the neck. Nobody likes that in today's generation. It's a fast-paced generation where information outflow is open to everyone. So what your role is that you need to really work on is to identify what are their strengths and just work on it. Well, I'm sure with these small and basic 5 tips which I have given you would definitely make you think that what you have been doing since thinking like a past generation manager, which is becoming a very big challenge for the organization to continue with. So you really need to adapt these new methods, because the millennials are expecting more from the managers and of course from the organization. It's not about benefits, it's not about job satisfaction, it's all about development, enriching yourself with more knowledge and skills, and that's the mantra for productivity and making a good job into a great job, where you will have a lot of employees who are engaged and who are committed to work every day when they come to the office. I'm sure if you would have liked this video, do share your comments below and let me know what kind of topics excite you on manager and leader development. I'm definitely going to come with some exciting topics ahead. Stay tuned, stay connected on Arun Thukral 101 channel, and I'll be coming soon. Thanks a lot.